can I just write my own Nexus letter? I mean, I know what happened to me, and I can explain it better than anyone, so why not? Or can I just use ChatGPT and have it spit something out for me? I get these questions every single week, and I get why you're asking, because you're tired, you've done the research, you've been denied once, maybe twice. You're watching all the YouTube videos, reading Reddit threads, chatting with other vets online, and someone says, just draft your own Nexus letter and submit it. You can even use AI. Sounds easy, feels empowering, but here's the truth. That advice can wreck your claim if you follow it blindly. Let's get clear right now. Can you write a statement about your condition? Yes, that's called a lay statement. Can you write your own medical opinion on your condition? No, not if you're the claimant. Can ChatGPT write a legally valid, evidence-based Nexus letter? No, not by itself. Because here's what most people don't understand. A Nexus letter is not just a story. It's not just a summary. It's a formal, evidence-based medical legal opinion written by a licensed medical provider. The VA doesn't care if it's well written. They care if it's legally admissible. If you skip that fact, you're setting your claim up to fail before it's even been reviewed. Let's define what a Nexus letter really is. A Nexus letter is written by a licensed, independent medical professional based on record review, diagnosis, and current medical understanding. It's crafted using language recognized under 38 CFR and aimed at establishing the causal link or nexus between a veteran's service and their current medical condition. Now, let's contrast that with some people's thoughts of Nexus letters. They think it's a personal story, a general statement from a buddy, a Google template, or a ChatGPT output without provider signature. None of those meet the threshold for competent medical evidence under VA standards. VA adjudicators are trained to ignore anything that doesn't check these boxes. Who is the provider? Are they licensed and qualified? Did they review the veteran's medical history? Is the opinion based on sound reasoning and medical principles? If the answer is no to any of these, it's tossed. So you, as the claimant, if you write your own Nexus letter and sign it, the VA must dismiss it. It's legally inadmissible. Even if you're a licensed physician, if you write your own claim, it's considered conflicted and biased. You're essentially trying to be your own expert witness in a federal benefits case. Would that fly in court? No, same rules apply here. Now, let's talk about what really happens when someone tries to write their own Nexus letter or uses ChatGPT to do it. Scenario 1, the do-it-yourself letter. You sit down, write out a beautiful, heartfelt, well-organized letter. You explain your symptoms, you describe your time in service, you even throw a few citations from va.gov or the Mayo Clinic. You sign it, submit it with your claim, then you wait. Claim denied, no competent medical opinion establishing service connection. And now you're angry, confused. You say, but I told them everything. I explained my condition. Why didn't they listen? Because you made one key mistake. One that thousands of veterans make every year. You submitted a letter that was not authored by a licensed medical provider. It contained no official diagnosis, was not based on service treatment records, did not use legal terminology, and was signed by you. That's not a Nexus letter. Again, that's a personal letter. And unfortunately, the VA cannot and will not treat it as medical evidence. Scenario 2, the AI-generated letter. Now, let's say you go to ChatGPT or some other AI writing tool. You ask it, write me a Nexus letter for sleep apnea secondary to my PTSD. It gives you something impressive, clean, professional looking. You copy, paste, and print it and send it to the VA. Guess what happens? Claim denied. Medical opinion not authored by a credentialed provider. Why? Well, because ChatGPT isn't a doctor. It can't hold a license. It can't cite your medical records. It can't sign the letter, and it can't examine you. And if you try to pass that off as medical evidence, you're committing the most common error of the AI era, confusing content with credentials. And let me be clear, AI is amazing, but the VA doesn't care what a machine says. They want a licensed provider's opinion based on evidence. If you don't give them that, you're walking into a gunfight with a laser pointer. Now, let me tell you about David. David was a Gulf War vet with migraines and chronic fatigue. He was smart, organized, he researched everything. He even created a 12-page document that includes symptom logs, citations, and timelines. He also used ChatGPT to polish it up. He submitted it and was 100% denied. Why? Because while everything was technically true, it was authored by him. No medical license, no independent evaluation, and no provider signature. So he came to us after 3 denials, and we got to work. We reviewed his VA file, pulled clinical notes and sleep studies, researched post-exertional malaise and VA Gulf War presumptive rules, cited supporting literature from peer-reviewed neurology journals. Then we drafted a Nexus letter from one of our board-certified providers using the exact format VA adjudicators expect. And 60 days later, claim granted. Migraines rated at 50%, chronic fatigue at 30%, a combined rating over 80%, and $37,000 in back pay. He didn't need ChatGPT. He needed someone who could testify to his truth and back it up with professional credibility. Let's break this down so you know exactly how to move forward. You can't write your own Nexus letter. You're not a qualified provider under 38 CFR. You're considered a biased source. If you submit your own medical opinion, even if accurate, it will be dismissed. Instead, submit a lay statement that supports your claim and pair it with a Nexus letter from a licensed provider. So if you're ready to stop guessing and start winning, the next step is simple. You need the right doctor to write your Nexus letter. Follow the link below to learn exactly how to find a qualified medical provider who knows the VA system, understands what the law requires, and can help you build a Nexus letter that actually holds weight. This isn't about hope, it's about strategy. So click on the link now and take control of your claim. So what about using AI tools? I mean, they are assistive, but not authoritative. Can you use ChatGPT to summarize your history? Yes. Draft a timeline? Of course. Practice explaining your condition? Yes. But AI should be used to prepare, not to submit. Use it to help you communicate better with your doctor, not to replace the doctor. The gold standard is collaboration with the right provider, and that's where Xterra Health comes in. We're veteran-founded. We've written thousands of Nexus letters. We'll review your full record, align your diagnosis with your service, identify legal and medical gaps, draft evidence-based citation-supported Nexus letters designed specifically for your VA submission. We don't guess. We build strategies that have helped thousands of veterans finally hear these words: service connection granted. So let's wrap this up. Can you write your own Nexus letter? No. Can you use ChatGPT to do it for you? Also no. But can you use AI and self-written drafts to help prepare the right medical provider to write your Nexus letter? Absolutely. And that's how you win. Still, this brings up a fair question. Let's say you do get a real Nexus letter. It's signed, cited, reviewed by a licensed provider. Does that automatically mean you're going to get service connected? Not quite. In the next episode, I'm answering the question, will a Nexus letter guarantee I get service connected? We'll unpack what other evidence the VA requires, common reasons claims still get denied even with a Nexus letter, what makes a Nexus strong versus ignored, and how to stack your file for success. So click here to watch that next video. And remember, you've earned these benefits. We're just here to help you prove it. Xterra Health, veterans serving veterans, service beyond self.